It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. John Lester gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Striding in, Brandon Guyer. He will lead this one off today. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And now a pitch on the way. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. And a waste pitch there, 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. Last year, he won the American League Silver Slugger for first baseman. You think about that. Everybody who plays first can hit, and he hit above the top of the heap. He's a pretty special hitter.
Now at the plate, Yohan Moncada. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to Yohan Moncada. The 2-0 now from Lester. Popped him up. Contreras is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. First pitch on its way. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's another 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. The White Sox nothing. Cubbies coming to the plate. A Windy City showdown on MLB Network. Carlos Rodon is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon, the pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball at times, 94 to 96 miles an hour with some cutting action. His best secondary pitch is the hard slider and does have a changeup that's on the improve. If he brings all 3 of these, he has a chance to shut anybody down.
And now pitch on the way. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow. That's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow. Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. This guy with the NL Silver Slugger at second base. Second base has become an offensive position now, and for him to win this Silver Slugger just tells you how good of a hitter he is.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Previously against Carlos Rodon, he's 0 for 5. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. A ball and a strike now to Bryant. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. In the air out to right. Geyer sprinting after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Yanked fouled off to the right. The windup and the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Two and one. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. We are still scoreless. Up next for Chicago, Wellington Castillo. He'll match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning. Now the first pitch here from Lester. In there, 0-1.
0-1.
Lester's 2-0 home. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
In now, Leury Garcia. His past history against John Lester, he's just 1 for 6. First offering on its way. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So stepping in, Tim Anderson. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And now a pitch on the way. Too high, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the run is Almora. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping up now, Javier Baez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Now, oh my, this ball is crossed. Look at it go into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll take a look at ball one. Previously against Carlos Rodon, he's a perfect 2 for 2. He's taken him deep once. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Three and one to the Cubs left fielder.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The 3-1 pitch. He swung on and missed. A full count now.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Now the 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now here it comes. This is pulled into right. Geyer is there, one away.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Geyer is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. First delivery to him on the way. Down the first baseline. Taken in by Abreu, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Coming to the plate now, Yolmer Sanchez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. His past history against John Lester, he's just 2 for 9. Now it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. Swing and a liner. Foul. He'll try it again. 3-2. And he lays off there. Ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Into the box now, Adam Engel. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but he can't connect, and it's 1-1. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. And they'll step off and fire to the bag. And they got him. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. John Jay will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Hit Weekly back to the mound. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Chicago took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. John Lester earns the victory on the mound. Carlos Rodon only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.